Hi, I'm Dave. If you're new to this channel, welcome. This is about my journey around Australia, checking out free and budget campsites. So please feel free to join me. Just arriving at Tom Grogan Campground. This is outside of Jindabyne. I'm approaching from the Tumut side. Jindabyne's about 59 kilometres from here. This is in the Kosciuszko National Park. It is a free campsite, although there is a $6 booking fee, and also you have to pay park fees, which are $17 a day. So not actually free, but it's a beautiful spot to come in here. It's on the Murray River. There are toilets here. Not sure about reception yet, we'll get to that later. I camped here a few years ago now and remember it being very peaceful, and you can cross the Murray River into Victoria. We just have some brumbies on the side of the road here. Just let the brumbies pass. There are abundance of wildlife here. As you see, brumbies, kangaroos, wombats. The road in here is quite good, okay for two-wheel drive, and it's quite a large area as well. There are many sort of offshoots. You can camp down closer on the river. Most of the camping seems to be up here on the left-hand road. There are fire pits here. The weather's not looking too good. There is predicted to be a storm coming through tonight or tomorrow. Just let that kangaroo get clear. If you remember last time I camped here, I was with family and friends, and I think it was over to the right hand side over here to the right. As you can see, it's quite large, plenty of room, although it's a popular campsite, and probably during the holiday periods would get quite busy. I've never seen it like that, but I'm told that it can get quite busy. This is the far end of the campsite. Down to the right, down there is the Murray River, which crosses over into Victoria, the Murray River being the border. I might try and find a campsite down near or closer to the river. Murray River is just over to my left. As you can see that most people have already grabbed those spots. Here is the Murray River, and over that other side of the river there is Victoria, Murray River being the border. I'm sitting on the New South Wales side and camped virtually on the river at Tom Grogan. It's a great spot. And it's time to do a little washing. Time to wash shoes and socks. Water so clear and cool. It's crystal clear water. You could probably drink this straight out of the river. I probably won't do that though. If you are planning to come to Tom Grogan, I'd suggest take the western approach through Tumut and Cancoban. That's the western approach down the Alpine Way. There is a lot of roadworks going on, but the drive through there is magnificent when you approach the Kosciuszko National Park. Just leaving Tom Grogan campground. This is a really nice spot for a couple of nights. I've checked out a few of the campgrounds around this area. This is certainly the biggest and the best. And if you're lucky, you can camp on the river. There's heaps of wildlife here. It's fairly sheltered as well. There are open areas and there are treed, leafy areas, depending what you like. So definitely can recommend Tom Grogan for a few nights. About to enter 6 Mile Creek campground. A lot of the road in here is dirt road, but quite okay. Bit of asphalt as well. This campsite is located approximately 30 minutes from Bombala and about 45 minutes from Bega. Bega, of course, being on the south coast of New South Wales. This is a reasonably small campground. I arrived here yesterday afternoon. There's only about 7, maybe 6 or 7 small sites available. It's very bushy here, very leafy. You do need to book this online. I tried to book Alexander's Hut, which is not too far from here, but I couldn't get in. That was booked out. This one is pretty there's nobody else here besides me and some local guys working on an area to protect an old tree. I did have a quick chat to them. They weren't really sure why they were putting that barrier around the tree, just that they are, which is a good thing, I suppose. It must have some significance. But there's no other campers in here. There is a drop toilet here, just going out the exit again, so that was it. There is a water tank here with rainwater, which is very helpful. I'm here for 2 nights, and I'd say it's quite a nice little campground on the creek. The creek is free running water, looks very clean. There are some kangaroos here as well. Just doing a quick walk around the campground here. There is a small creek just down from the campsites. There's about 6 or 7 campsites in here, so it's not very large. Had a bit of rain last night, not too much, but the sun's made an appearance this morning, which has made it quite pleasant here. There's a small beach, sandy beach here on the creek. The water's not very deep. I'm guessing you probably would have to sit in that if you want to get wet. But nice enough to come down here with a chair and a beer. Very nice little setting. And I'm the only one here at this entire campground. So basically got all this to myself. So what more could you want?
It's the only place I can think of that had been near creek.
Well, near a willow tree, a lot of willows grow down there. But you think about it, all them backyards, like even where Baz's is and all that, wouldn't have been there back then. Or like where
No, you'd walk down to the
Les Hayes and all that is.
Yeah, I imagine it's changed a lot since the 50s.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, like compared to like some places I've been, I'm only 30 and I've been there 10 years ago and there was a lot of old houses, and you go back there now and there's just no, like it's just all changed. Like
Correct,
sort of not like that.
Yes.
They keep a bit of it, a bit of both.
Well, I think it's good they are, protecting some of the heritage buildings.
Yeah. I can understand if they're crap and they're just falling down, but if they're still structurally strong, why not?
Just coming into, well, there's 2 camps here, Postman's Camp and Nunnock Camp. Nunnock Camp sounds like it's closer to Bega. Might be able to look at that one from the Bega side of the park. We might check out Postman's Camp. 4-wheel drive only, so we better engage 4-wheel drive. Let's go check it out. Receiving some emails here, so looks like we may have reception because this is closer to Bombala than 6 Mile Creek. Probably about another 10 or 15 minutes closer. Track doesn't appear to be in too bad a condition. So far a 2-wheel drive would probably handle this, but do not talk too soon. obstacle on the road here we better get rid of. Bookings required, Postman's Campground. Very remote, very bushy, more so than 6 Mile Creek. The track in is not that bad. Maybe 4-wheel drive's a good idea. Only 5 kilometres in from the main dirt road. It just seems a lot longer when you're doing 20 kilometres an hour. Well, as you can see, I made it in okay. A couple of small creek crossings, but yeah, 4-wheel drive to come into here. It's very secluded. We'll just go down, have a look, check out the creek. The campsite's on reasonably high ground, so it's a bit of a walk down to the creek from the campsites. There are drop toilets here. There was some limited reception. I'm not staying here, of course. As I said before, it is closer to Bombala, probably why you get some reception. Some reception here is in the Tantawangalo Creek Reserve. Not sure if that's the way you pronounce that, but that's the best I'm going to be able to do. There's a nice little beach, sandy beach here on the creek. This creek's actually nicer than 6 Mile, depending what you like doing. This is probably a little bit deeper than 6 Mile Creek. You could probably even do a bit of kayaking down the creek here. It's a lovely area. The water here looks fairly clean. We'll just take a quick look underneath. These are the campsite areas that are just above the creek. There doesn't appear to be too many in here. I don't know if I mentioned there's a drop toilet. Another campsite there. Door blocks here. There's only one that I can see. There is a water tank there. I'll just check to see if there is a tap and a water supply here. That's always good to know. No, unlike 6 Mile Creek, there's no tap on the tank, so you don't have access to rainwater. So the campsite down there, there only appears to be about 4 campsites in here, so it is quite tiny. Just leaving the campground now. Not a bad little campground if you prefer being rather remote and you have 4-wheel drive, of course. I would recommend that campground. The creek there is, I think, more suitable for water activities like swimming mainly, more so than 6 Mile Creek. The track in here is in good condition, probably not suitable for 2-wheel drive though, unless you're very game, of course.